Hi. I just have a question about if we are going to follow all these steps, how about the other countries who they don't have the money or the power to do it? Like, for instance, we're going that way and they're going the other way. I don't want to name the countries, but there's a lot. So what's the solution? Because
Yeah. So the question is about, what about other countries, especially poorer countries? We're seeing actually some interesting, that's a really interesting question. There was the era when if you had fossil fuels in the ground, the cheapest way to produce energy is just grab it, take the oil, just burn it, spin a turbine, generate electricity. Some developing countries don't have those resources. So moving to solar and wind actually makes sense. Kind of like if you go into Africa, you'll see cell phone use very, very high. Because the money to put the infrastructure for the telephone lines is actually expensive, where cell towers turns out to be. So they've kind of leapt over the traditional land-based line. But there's also a duty from developing countries to give money to developing countries to help them with that infrastructure, with that transition. So the Paris Agreement had something called a Carbon Development Fund, which was exactly that, which was trying to reduce poverty in developing countries and help them develop in a cleaner way so they don't repeat the same mistakes we do. And there's a lot of interest and momentum in that direction. We'll see if the money really comes to support that. That's a great question.
Okay. Doesn't look like we have any other questions.
There's one more. We'll just take one more and then
we'll take one more?
Yeah.
So we live in one of the most expensive places in the country. The median house price is between $800,000 and $1 million. Most of us going here are probably not going to be able to stay living here. Lots of people here are struggling to make ends meet. How are we all supposed to somehow find the money to make all these improvements to our homes?
Yeah, it's a great question. So given the high cost of living. So I guess I have a couple suggestions, but it's a great question. One of them is that, the cheapest thing, if you want to invest in money in your home, the quickest payback period, that means you invest some money, when do you recoup that money in energy savings, is insulation. Especially like the simple insulation underneath your door and your windows. Because you can go to Home Depot and buy some insulation for $30 or $40, and you can recoup that money in about a year in energy savings. So it has to make financial sense. Now, solar might take 6 years to recoup that money. So looking at the energy payback or the monetary payback is a good way to start that. But the other way would be to go out and vote for people who are going to provide further incentives for people to support that so that there's more affordable housing, so that affordable housing doesn't use a lot of energy. Right now, they allow developers to build these homes, these apartments that aren't very energy efficient. Because they don't care, because you're the one who's going to pay, you're the renter who's going to pay the electricity costs, not them. So to make regulations so they can't build homes that are leaky, so they build more energy efficient homes, so you pay less when you go in there. So I'd say those are those two extremes. One, put weather stripping under your doors. That'll actually save you money immediately. And two, at the large scale, vote for, exercise democracy for people that are going to support a healthier and cleaner place. I'll hang out here for a few minutes if there's more questions. Good luck the rest of the semester. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.